Quiet testing site with the cause of the problems. JC.
Yeah, Eric, Steph, good afternoon to you at the studio. A very different scene here than it was when I first got here at 2 p.m. I got a chance to speak to some folks who were at the front of the line already, but they'd been here since 5 o'clock in the morning, if you could even imagine that. They'd been waiting for 9 hours to get a COVID-19 test, and they still had to wait roughly 45 minutes before they were finally able to leave this nightmare. Again, many people waiting up to 10 hours to get that COVID-19 test. We were able to speak to a few people earlier today. They tell us they were frustrated not just at the wait, but at the lack of communication that they got from officials here.
It's too hot. I have no gas. I have my two girls and my husband. We've been waiting. We don't know what's going on. The line is not moving.
And they didn't show up until almost 11 o'clock. The supply showed up at 11:45. And so they had everybody waiting in the heat, not telling us, giving us an explanation.
Waiting in the heat, that's something we've heard a lot of people complaining about today. And it's clear because today was an extremely hot day. Again, frustrations mounting for those folks. And it all turns out to be a miscommunication. Officials tell me that the Texas Military Department first made their way out here at 9 a.m. to set up, but eventually left the scene as their contract is now over. As we've been reporting, their contract expired on July 15th. It was not until 11 a.m. that the new state-run contractors made their way out here to set up the testing site. And it was not until about 12 p.m. that the first test began. Representative Henry Rivera came out here to speak with us. He believes the wait time we saw today was unacceptable, and somewhere down the line, communication broke down between those entities.
Communication is a big to-do here, because you have people like yourself said, lined up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and comes around opening time at 9 o'clock, and they still have to wait, what, an additional 2 hours, what I was told. At 11 o'clock they started, and that's poor communication all the way around in my book.
And again, this lapse of communication not only affecting East El Paso, we also got word that the west side was also plagued by this problem at the Don Haskins Rec Center. Here in the east side, I did speak with Henry Rivera. He tells me that he wants to do something about this. He's going to push forward an agenda item on the city council meeting that's coming up to try to allow the city to run many of these test sites. He believed the city would be better equipped to run these areas and help everybody get testing, especially those underserved communities. Reporting in East El Paso, JC Navarrete, ABC 7.